Shiur number 41, Sharei Kedusha, right? We're 41? I think 41. Where's the 41? 42. Yeah, Pei Bet on the bottom in these books. Finally, we already learned in Etz HaChaim, gate 47, chapter 7, from the world of Bria. You see, the more we talk about Atzilut, the more you guys get familiar with this, the more you're already going to understand what's going on. For example, the Ben Ish Chai, in his time, when he used to give 3-hour shiur, these terms were like a second language to women and children back then. Understand? In the Ben Ish Chai itself, if you learn this Torah part, the beginning part, it talks about these things all the time. Understand? So it's not a chidush what I'm telling you guys right now. Mina Bria velemata, from the world of Bria and below, hakol nikra etz hadat kalul tov ve'ra. All the worlds of Bria, Yitzra, Asiyah have a lot of mixed sigim, negativities, klipot inside of them. Bad negativities, not good negativities. Negativities that want to grab the kedusha. They want to feed. They want to leech. They want to like a symbiote. They want to suck because they cannot reproduce themselves. Because they cannot reproduce, they need to suck from the kedusha. Okay, that's the problem. The tum'ah cannot reproduce. It doesn't have a dot. They depend on us. So especially when a person does zera d'vatala, shalom, they reproduce at a much faster rate. Okay, so in the Biriya has mostly good, very little bad. Yitzira half and half. Asiyah is mostly klipa and very little kedusha. Yeah. We're in the lowest part. Okay. Our world is mostly ra, which is evil, and very little good. Always you're going to find that a rasha is always following the tzaddik. Wherever the tzaddik is, a rasha is always following around him.
In what sense?
All the time. Right? Where the Kedusha is, make him fall, to get from him, to benefit from him. Always to leech off of him, you understand? Always the fruit is called the good, and the gra is called the peel, the klipa. That clothes the fruit. Also in the kedusha, the lights, the orot of HaKadosh Baruch Hu are also like that. The more pure the light, the more you could see HaKadosh Baruch Hu in. Whatever is the or, it's not alone.
It's clothed.
It's enclosed in the or beneath it. And that or is clothed in the or beneath it. Understand? So Atzilut clothes itself in Bria. And Bria surrounds Yitzira. And Yitzira surrounds
nesting doll.
And Asiyah surrounds everyone.
Matroshka.
Right? So Bria can be, to us, Bria is total Kedusha. But to Atzilut, it's Klipa.
Right.
You get it? Yitzira for us is Kedusha. But for Bria, it's Klipa. You understand?
What's bad over there is good for us.
Right.
Good in this world.
Right.
And the world.
Exactly. So that's the way the olamot work. Okay? Like we just explained, according to its levels. So too the Sfirot. Keter is inside Chokhmah. Chokhmah and Bina. Bina is in Da'at. Da'at is in Tiferet. Tiferet in Yesod. Yesod is in Malchut. Chokhmah is in Chesed. Chesed is in Netzach. Bina is in Gvura. Gvura is in Hod. Always remember like this. Chachan. It's an acronym. Chachan. Baga. Dati. You want to be dati. You want to be religious. You always stick in the middle. Stick in the middle. Right? Stick with the Dati, Tiferet, Yesod. Okay, so Chachan Bagadati. Chachan Bagadati. Also in Kavanot, that's how we do it always. Right column, then we bring in the left column, then we bring in the middle column, and only at the end we bring the Keter. Keter is always the last one we bring in. Right. Okay? And inside the Chachan Bagadati is the Nar Nechi, Nefesh Ruch Nishma Chaychida, and inside the Nar Nechi is the Ein Sof. Alright? So it's called Kol Tzameh. Kol Tzameh. Kol Chaf Kelim, Lamed Levushim, Tzameh Tzadik Tzlamim, Men Mochin, Aleph Orot.
What is Slamim?
Slamim is it's another kind of clothing, a more zach. Tzelem. It's more zach. It's more pure, right? When we do kavanot, our main job is to bring the Slamim in with the Nar Nechi inside. the tzlamim with the narnachi, with the nefesh ruach neshama chayachida, with the orot. Alright? Our most job is not with the kelim and levushim. We don't need to deal with that. We want to deal with the tzlamim and the orot. That's the neshama. Okay? ועתה נבאר מה שלא נתבאר שם, והוא כמו שזה האור מיוחד נקרא עולם 10 ספירות בתמונת אדם אחד, just like the world of Atzilut is 10 ספירות in the shape of a human being, just like in the shape of a human being, להבדיל. כן יש עוד אור אחר הנקרא מחצה ונשמות. In the world of Bria, there is another 10 ספירות.
Same system, just
Same system, but in the world of Bria. But they're not called the Sfirot anymore. Now they're called the world of Nishamot. So the world of Sfirot clothes itself like a human being inside another human being. You never saw those Russian
nesting dolls.
Yeah.
Matryoshka.
Like this. So inside Atzil, you open up Asiya and you find in it what? Yitzira. Open up Yitzira, you find in it Bria. Open up Bria, you have in it Atzilut.
So how come those worlds have 10 more?
Huh? Every world is another man until we get to this man. But it's not a man like we see.
More refined.
It's in the shape.
Wait, it goes by 10 or by 5?
10.
Oh, by 10, these 10s are broken into 5. And these 5s are broken into another 5. Okay? So you have Ak, Abiyah, then you have Arich, Abba Ve'im Azun, and inside each one of them you have 10 Sfirot. Okay? And everything together is one family. The grandfather, the father, mother, and the children. Okay? Family dynamic. The Klippa always wants to break the family. Men with men, chas v'shalom, women. This is called the breaking of the family, the breaking of the Kedusha. And everything in Judaism is bringing the family together. Right? Bringing the 5 systems together. Okay? וכן יש עוד אחר זה נשמות, של בני אדם. נכלל ממש בכל הפעמים בדי הבחינות שנדבר באדם של הספירות שהוא נקרא אלוהים. Our souls come from the world of Bria. Okay? Our souls come from the world of Bria. והוא מתלבש תוך האור הזה נקרא מחצה ונשמות בכל פרטיו. So the Atzilut is inside the Bria, which is called also מחצה ונשמות, the system of souls. So the system of Sfirot clothes itself in the same, they look the same, but this is more zach, this is more pure, and this is more dense. And that's where our nishamot come from. Okay? Oh, yesh or acher. Now there's another machatzav, another system. It's the system of Yetzirat. Over there is already called machatzav ha-malachim. That's where the souls come from. So the world of Yetzirah, the man over there, the Adam, the Yetzirah, from that Adam comes malachim. So you have Sfirot. Inside the Sfirot is the Ein Sof. Then you have Nishamot. Inside the Nishamot is the system of what? Angels.
So is that where we get the...
That's why. Remember the first questions we started off this chapter with? What's higher, the souls or the angels? So over here he's proving to us that the humans are higher than the souls of humans are higher than the angels. So how come we cannot talk to Hashem so easily like they do? Because they're not clothed also in the world of Asiya.
No,
we're working down here. They cannot work down here. If they come down here, they turn into Azav Azael, right? The fallen angels, Azav Azael, right? They start looking at the women, chimichangas, you understand? But
Angels.
we have, because they come from Yetzirah, we come from Bria, we have the ability to hold ourselves back. Right? Get. And then the last world is the Asiya. We're going to finish with this paragraph. Is she coming, by the way?
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Oh, 10 minutes, okay. ועוד יש אור אחד מועט נקרא אור חשוך. The last world of Asiya, that system is the darkest system. וכולו דינים קשים. It's all very strict judgment over there, very hard judgment. שממנו נאצלו כל הקליפות. The klipot are a byproduct of the world of Asiya. It's a byproduct. Okay, it's not the world of Asiya itself. It's the product of Asiya. Okay? So just as Yetzirah, the product is angels, Bria, the product is souls, Atzilut, the product is Sfirot, right? They're all in the shape of 3 columns, which is man, right? But the product of Asiya is Klipot.
Why is that?
Because the farther they are, the denser it is. Okay? The denser it is. ומלביש על אור מחצב המלאכים, and they clothe on top of the malachim, which is also in the shape of a man, which is 3-column system. וחוצה לכל אורות הנזכרים הם הריקים, and outside of the klipot, that means the klipot surrounding the klipot are our firmaments. Our firmaments, our rakiyas. Okay?
So klipot and rakiyas are the closest thing
to us. Right? To us. That's why space is black. Because it's the byproduct of klipot. ועמוד מהדר. וחוצה לכל אורות הנזכרים הם נקראים. והם נקראים גוף לאותו עולם. And the rakiyas are the clothing of the עולם העשייה. ובפנים ממנו 5 אורות הנזכרים, which in it is the 5 אורות, which is אריך, אבא ואמא and זון. אור האינסוף כפי ערך אותו עולם לפנים מן הכל. In every world you have the אינסוף. Remember that. Where is the greatest revelation of the אינסוף in our world? Yerushalayim, Yerushalayim, and Yerushalayim, between the Kruvim. That's where the greatest revelation of the Ein Sof is.
What's the Kruvim?
Kruvim are the cherubs.
The cherubs, look at each.
The cherubs.
Go.
Alright? Between the cherubs. Va'alav or es sfirot, and on top of the Ein Sof is, like I said, 10 sfirot, and on top of the sfirot is the Nishamot, Malachim, Klipot, and Rakiyas. Okay? ואחר כך בזה הגוף הנקרא רקיעין, and then in the guf, which is the firmament, the rakiyas, נבראו שם תולדות העולם ההוא, is created our world, והם כלולים מכל הבחינות, כי כל אחד מהם יש לו כוח נמשך מן הרקים והוא גוף שלו. In this world, we have products of all 4 worlds, which are the sfirot, nishamot, malachim, and klipot. Okay, because each world gives birth to all the worlds that are in it. You get it? So the Sphirot, think of it as the Zera.
The upper world?
Huh? The upper, Atzilut gives birth to Bria. Bria gives birth to Yitzira. Yitzira gives birth to Asiya. Each one is included in the other one. So there is something called Bria of Atzilut. Yitzira of Atzilut. Asiya of Atzilut. Or in short we say Abiya the Atzilut. Abiya the Bria, Abiya the Yitzira, Abiya the Asiya. What's Abiya? Atzilut, Bria, Yitzira, Asiya.
Abiya.
Okay? It's a lot of terms, but I wouldn't call it.
It's just a lot of terminology.
It's not a lot of terminology, but it's not difficult.
No, it's not. It's just to match them correctly with the right.
So I'm telling you, Abiya is always included in it another Abiya. Okay?
But there's specific formula to it, no?
What?
There's one formula to it.
I'm telling you, the formula that you have to know, there's Abiya to Atzilut, Abiya the Bria, Abiya the Yitzira, Abiya the Asiya.
So you go from the higher
Okay?
world to the lower?
Yes, always. Always it starts with Atzilut and ends with Asiya. Okay? When you want to pick up the Rapach Nitzotzot, you have to start from Asiya,
From the bottom.
and work yourself up to Atzilut. Okay? The more you fix, the more you bring the world closer to completion, and the faster Mashiach could come. So as we're learning right now, we're actually what we're doing. It's a constant bringing up a Rapach Nitzotzot.
But you said the best way of taking out all those nitzotzot are by having kids. So how is that?
The kids are the product. You understand? So first I select them.
Okay.
I select them.
Like
then when I'm with my wife, they come down as humans. And those humans, by doing mitzvot, bring up more nitzotzot.
I see.
You understand?
So a pyramid scheme, totally.
We are products.
No,
So that means you could be a product of somebody's tefillah. You get it? You're a product of somebody's tefillah. You're a product of somebody's mitzvah.
And like the same way.
And the mitzvah that he did is something that you will be connected to. You understand? Also, your parents, on that day that they made you, they did mitzvot that day. From those mitzvot
it's my substance.
is your substance. You get it? That's why tzaddikim, the day of their, it was a whole, wasn't it, spontaneous. On the day of the
Preparation,
zivug was a very big preparation.
They go learn with the rabbis.
Huh?
They go learn with the rabbis.
Well, that they know kids were being made. Alright. Well, definitely the tzaddikim used to make sure on the day of the Onah, or the zivug on Shabbat, they wouldn't eat too much. They would kavanah more in tefillah, go to the mikveh. You understand? They would do a lot of preparations. It's especially tzaddikim don't take birth control.
Yeah.
What about the women? What do they do?
Also their mitzvot are in it.
They also pray.
Women
they
have
also
a very
have-
big vice. This vice is also their good. They're patur from limut Torah. The problem is, what do they fill that void with? Television shows?
No, sexual intercourse.
No, I'm
No,
saying
I'm
besides
ridiculous.
that. Besides for that. Yeah, we know what you're thinking of. Alright.
I can think that way
Or Eser Sefirot. Turn the page, we're in Pei Dal, 84.
Wow.
84 Ta'aniyot for the Tikkun HaBrith.
Wow, got that?
Rochev Alem Mechega. So what makes all of it alive is the most inner world. The most inner world is the neshama for all the worlds. What's the most inner world?
This.
No, we're at the most outer world.
We're the most outer. We're Asiyah. What's the most inner? Atzilut. We're not talking about Ak right now. Ve'oto hakoach, says the Rav Chaim Vital, hanivshach me'or mechutzav haneshamot, nikra mazal ha'elyon, shenevesh olam ha'shafel. The light that you draw down from your source in Olam HaBriyah, which is also called the world of souls, is called your mazal. So every time you're moving, your mazal is moving with you. It's like a chain. You understand? You shake it down here and it makes the... Whatever, all the mitzvot you do, you're only hitting your mazal. All the averot you do, you're only hitting yours, your shorish. You understand? And everybody that's around you gets affected from you. So since we're all in the way of a human being, all the souls is in the shape of a human, right? Which is 3 columns. So let's say you come from the thumb of Adam Arishon. So whenever you... And the thumb has...
The nail.
The nail. This also has the outer part, the meat. It has the inner
Skin,
part,
the
which
bone.
is the... No, it's called the basar.
Okay.
Then you have the sinews.
Mhm.
Then you have the bones. And you have the life force inside the bones. So those 4 are also Atzilut, Beriah, Yetzirah, Asiyah. So if you come from the thumb of Adam Arishon, but you come from the basar, you're
The most outer
part, right? If you come from the sinews, you're more on the inside. How are you? If you come from the bone, you're even it's already that's the Bria. If you come from the life force of the bone, you're already flying. You're tzaddik. Yeah, your potential is a tzaddik.
Isn't everybody's potential a tzaddik?
In your level. That means
Ah.
if you could be a potential to be a tzaddik, but the person could be but always his whole life be working in as a cleaning the janitor. But he's a tzaddik. By the way, it's easier to be a tzaddik if you come from the meat
Right.
than it is if you come from the bone. Right?
It's higher to go.
Yeah. Okay? So, finish last sentence. אבד זה מאוד. אלא שזה בבריאה נקרא מזל הנשמה, שביצר נקרא מזל הרוח, שבעשייה נקרא מזל הנפש. So your mazal from the world of Bria is called mazal haneshama. The mazal from the world of Yitzhak is called mazal haruach. And the mazal of the world of Asiyah is called mazal hanefesh. And one last thing I want to tell you guys before we finish is that the Ari says, the main enjoyment that a person has in Olam Haba is not from his nefesh. If you just have a nefesh, you don't fully enjoy Olam Haba. Only once you get to the ruach, okay, which is the world of
How
Yitzhak.
many people get to ruach?
You have to try.
But I'm saying, how many normally?
Yeah, how you get to
Very few. That's true. But
How you get to
the
Ruach?
more you come, the more you work. You guys who learn Torah could get to that because ruach, the main thing is learning Torah. You gotta work on yourself. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So we're done. Amen.